The carriage that will take them back draws across the front entrance. The 1902 State Landau, which brought Prince Andrew here, takes him and his bride back to Buckingham Palace. There were 3 carriages in this procession. There's the first one with the bride and groom, and then 2 carriages, one with the Prince Edward and 4 of the attendants, and another State Landau with a nanny and Prince William of Wales and another 3 attendants. So they're split pages and bridesmaids up. Another wave and the horses move off. First division of the captain's escort precedes them. The second division moves in behind as they come back up Broad Sanctuary towards Parliament Square. Well, terrific relaxation there after all the tension. Waving to the crowds, and this is the moment I suspect that they've been looking forward to. 2 State Landaus. And bride and groom bowling along ahead of them. Down to the bottom end of Parliament Square, past Big Ben, and then back up the other side of Parliament Street and into Whitehall and up towards Abington Arch. The Queen and Major Ferguson will ride back together in a semi-state landau with a sovereign standard of the Lifeguards. It must be a very proud moment for Major Ferguson, himself in the Lifeguards for 21 years, to be riding with the Queen and an escort of the Lifeguards and the sovereign standard of the Lifeguards behind him. He used to be mounted on a horse on the left of the carriage as you look at it. Now, today, he's travelling in it. Now, this is not by any means the last she's going to see of this crowd. Canadian flag flying there alongside the Union Jack, because there's first of all the appearance on the balcony once the wedding photographs have been taken, and the whole of the area in front of the palace will be full for that, and then the going away on the honeymoon later this afternoon. Well, as the Westminster Abbey staff said, it's the bride's day, but I must say I think the bridesmaids and the pages have at times been in danger of stealing the show. Enchanting pictures we've had of these younger members of the royal family and of Sarah Ferguson's family, dressed in their sailors' uniforms for the men as midshipmen or sailors, and they're each being given a coin of the time of the 18th century as payment by the man who made their suits today, so that they'll have a coin of the time to remember. The staff of Buckingham Palace, by tradition, allowed to stand in the courtyard here as the 1902 State Landau turns and comes under the porch. All the people who've worked so hard for this day, one way or another, everything from people who've helped with the clothes and the costumes and the horses and the food and all the elaborate ceremonial that has gone so smoothly this morning here in London. Sir John Miller in the cockaded hat, or the crested hat there, the crown equerry in charge of all these coaches, who mutters to the coachman when they're not exactly in the right place. A footman in full state uniform opens the door of the carriage. The Duke of York comes out first. The Duchess with her bouquet. And a kiss from his nephew, who's come rushing forward, who did so well, from Prince William. And a kiss for his new aunt. And a kiss now for all the bridesmaids, because they'll all insist on it, I think, and all the pages too. That's Peter Phillips, smiling broadly, Princess Anne's son. A real happy family wedding return home, because Buckingham Palace, for the time being, will be their home. And already the crowds are beginning to move like a tidal wave down the Mall, held back by the police, so there's no unseemly scramble or indeed dangerous rush. Windsor Greys have been driven impeccably. Joe Day there, the leading postilion, Mr. Hinson, the wheelers, which are the two at the back, kicking them just to get them in place. The whole secret of driving a carriage being to get those horses working as a pair and not against each other. A nice smooth drive at the regulation 8 miles an hour. Major Ronald Ferguson gets out and waits for the Queen. Queen looks around, obviously delighted with the way things have gone, looking very at ease, smiling, admiring the horses and the coaches, of which she's so proud, which she takes such a great interest in their magnificent liveries, some of which dates back nearly 100 years. You wouldn't think it by the way it looks, but some of the coachmen's outfits and their breeches have got the names not of 1 or 2 coachmen, but of 6 or 7 or 8 coachmen in them, have been handed down generation after generation. The rule being that they should never be replaced, they should just be kept patched up and looking good. Queen Mother, Princess Margaret, all in blue, and the Princess of Wales in that very elegant dress with the wide black band. 3 of them go in for the wedding photograph.